welcome. Here we are, DFM on one side against SHG. Oh, look at the jersey. Look at the jersey that SHG has. The little Spirit Blossom jersey looking beautiful. A Marble didn't dye his hair. Oh, that was a draw. Another one? No, it's gonna end in a draw. We cannot end this in a draw. Who's gonna be playing the 1v1? It was always Arya so far. It's gonna be Arya this time around as well. And as for SHG, I think it was almost always Abby. And it's still gonna be Abby. As we are entering Spirit Blossom, also new patch, new map. Some changes on the map, but I'm gonna talk about it later. First of all, the 1v1. Ooh, we have a Riven versus a Set. So far, equal trades around the board. Oh, there's a shield coming in from Arya, but doesn't matter. Abby very quickly gonna be getting the first kill. No full item for the players just yet, but we still have some time. Abby's kill was super fast, and oh my god, he's still gonna be just pushing out Arya. Okay. Wait, they're coming in the ultimate from Abby. Okay, it's looking like a 2-0. Is it over? Oh, Arya just dodging it. Damage is not coming through, but there's like a few more auto attack. Abby still has to be careful because of the stun, but doesn't matter. Gonna be going for that and wins the 1v1 by the kill number. And with that one, SHG gonna be choosing blue side, unsurprisingly. I might have a controversial opinion, because if you check the official predictions by the co-streamers, I predict DFM to win this match, which is, I mean, obviously SHG has much better name power, but I do feel like right now DFM feels the stronger team, the more cohesive team. The game plan is a little limited. It mostly relies on Guvon getting good champions, getting ahead, and just solo carrying. But the team is playing around that pretty well. If you watch the last game DFM played, Arya had like a weird game. But besides that one, he was also playing pretty fine. Kakun is like, I still have no idea why he's starting instead of Milan, but he's also fine. But it really was Guvon, I think, who was shining on DFM. Well, as far as the SHG goes, Marble is doing everything he can. I do feel like he is still looking pretty good even in losses. And Abby also had a few good games. But the team is just looking so shaky. Courage is playing on a different planet, which is not the greatest when you're a jungler. And even when it comes to the simplest comps, I just feel like they cannot execute them because they're not on the same page. And with that being said, we are gonna be in draft for game 1. Mostly target bans as well. Even in the loss, I did feel like that Harp Spike was just phenomenal. While on the DFM side, Abby's Yorick, also Abby's Rumble, as well as Fate's best champion, the Ozir was banned. So Nofri and Gwen got nerfed, which is good. Thank you, Riot Games. Also, there has been some grop changes. Now there's only one grop camp that's spawning, and that's spawning a little bit later. So the ADCs don't need to swap anymore. They can just bottle it out on the bot side. As DFM, oh, gonna be going for the Sion so early on. And Marble gonna get a Kai'Sa. I mean, that's pretty good. I'm just not really necessarily liking the Vi. I would assume it's gonna be paired with an Ahri. Vi Ahri is still one of the most common combos. The second ban phase, there's a Gwen. I'm fairly certain she was nerfed. Maybe not enough. I haven't like necessarily read the numbers in the patch notes. I've just seen that she got nerfed alongside Nofri, but I'm not sure how much. Rakan and top lane Zac? Top lane Zac for Abby. I mean, Sion is gonna get matched with this one. And also, I mean, on paper, the Zac should be pretty good with the Vi. Press one button and everyone else follows. That is also really easy to execute. Is it enough? Like, that's basically the only question here. We're entering game 1 on the new map! Wow! 25.9. The Spirit Blossom is here. The previous map was so orangey, hurting my eyes. I was like, but now, look how beautiful it is. Look how wonderful everything looks. There is a new Otacon which sounds like a little more OP than Ruinous, but not as much as GA in my opinion. Once Otacon comes around, I'm gonna explain it how it works. But in general, I do feel like that this is an amazing patch. This patch is gonna be very important, not necessarily for like promotion relegation and such, because that is in split 3. A lot can happen until then for that. But ever since DFM has already beaten Chiefs, and they couldn't beat TSV, that means that they need to beat one more team if they want to get to playoffs. Obviously, just because DFM beats SHG, they're not gonna get in playoffs, but I do feel like that if they beat SHG here, then their playoff chances are gonna be much higher than before. The rest of the teams that are coming after this match, I feel like that's a little bit impossible. But with all that being said, still, if everything goes according to our predictions, then this match could be for the last playoff slot. As for the power rankings, I feel like this is still very important. In this new patch, Grobs are gonna be spawning at 8 minutes. At this point, botlaners had to kind of swap to the first Grob camp, but now they're gonna be here, fighting is still in the lane. Okay, I expected a little more fights. I thought the layers are gonna get a little more interesting, but it seems like everyone's just waiting still for the first grubs. I do feel like that because they're spawning much earlier, that could also mean that teams who really want to stack the dragons could just go for the first one earlier. And Abby's still looking around, looking for a pick here as Guva gonna be a little further away. There's a channel, but not in range for Arya. Oh, there's a root here. Messer with coming in is already airborne. Arya is super dead first, but goes to Courage. Leave it like that. Guvan is so late to display. When he was around, he really wanted to get level 6, really wanted to get the camps, but oh, the grubs are just spawning. And now Courage is already on them. Once again, these grubs are a little bit nerfed. They're not gonna be as strong anymore. You need to get, I think, 3 of them to get what used to be the 4 the mites. However, DFM gonna get 2 now, which means they're gonna get the first objective feat. I predicted DFM. I did think DFM would be better, but they're kind of crumbling. Okay, Gan has been called out here. Meanwhile, DFM took the dragon. Oh, okay. Actually, even Arya's ultimate has been used, but I don't think anyone was transferred to be dead. But now, Fate is super low. Still has one more charge on the ultimate, and magically no one dies here. DFM got the dragon. They have now 2 objectives. And Arya even gonna be catching the top wave. This is, all things considered, not too bad for DFM. And they have invested so much into this fight, and no one died here. What is Squiddish doing here? Ultimate power for her, but he's gonna be going down. Again, he's gonna be picking up that kill. I don't know what it is, but just SHG gets the buff anytime they face a Japanese team. It seemed like SHG regained the area in the dragon. Okay, Gan got caught out here. The dance is still happening around the dragon. And get pulled out from the pit by DFM. They're gonna be one who's starting it. I mean, this is just the second one. It's not that important. However, if you lose a fight here, the Herald would also be available as now. SHG is engaging into DFM, who just got the dragon. As ultimate from Cocoon is not going to be hitting that many members, but actually Abby was just jumping into Cocoon's ultimate, so that little takes a while, but there you go. Abby is also going to be going down. I mean, I guess he had to jump in to stun, but that was not the greatest choice, in my opinion. That's a very, very good engage here. A lot of charms, however. Cocoon immediately pops the ultimate from a very good position. I have to give props to him for that. And Abby tried to re-engage, tried to go for the stuns there, but by the time SHG were just not even near that. They were just trying to escape the misfortune ultimate, and let's do that being said, they still have a little bit of a lead. But while we were just watching this replay, DFM actually got a turret. They got a turret on the bot side. And with that one, they're gonna be locking in the feats as well. Now Herald has went to SHG, but thankfully these little guys are not as strong anymore. Okay, so Gan was caught out here. And the Refork is even gonna be matching that one as well. So not even a turret for SHG, and Gan just went down. About like 10 minutes ago, there was a small period of time when I was like, oh, also SHG actually just found their playing style here, and that they're playing coordinated, but this is going to be so fast. But right here and right now, I do feel like DFM is doing a pretty good work. And now some of that is, yes, there's a Vi on SHG. Unless your name is Peanut. I don't care about the scoreline. I don't care the items. I don't care the stats, damage numbers. I'm never gonna be trusting a Vi. Never, never. But some of these engages I don't think were really useful. Fate couldn't really get anything out of them. Like, that's usually why you pick the Vi, Ari. And there's a new Atakan. Torn something, I already forgot. Torn something Atakan on the map now, as now SHG engaging. But Abby once again goes in, but not really hitting anyone. Nice coordination from DFM coming in. And this fight is all but won for them already, as now the third member is also getting caught out. Arya with the ultimate. Arya is actually gonna get out from that. So it's gonna be Cocoon with the kill. Okay, Arya give the kill to Cocoon. That's all fine. And third dragon, Hex, Tech, Soul Point for DFM. They can even rotate to the Atakan if they want. I feel like they do have time for that one as well. It's looking the same as the Ruinous, but don't let it fool you. This is a brand new Atakan, brand new abilities. If you have a takedown on a champion, that creates like a little area where it slows everyone down, which is, by the way, pretty insanely OP together with the Hex Tech. It's like slow multiplied. You purify all the petals on the map, so you don't have to pick up the flowers anymore. It's like automatically just purifies all the flowers, basically. That's the TLDR. Now SHG gonna get 3 quick turrets actually. They were able to spread around and get 3 turrets to somewhat equalize the gold deficit that they're having. A lot of that lead is gonna be on actually Fate still, as Abby once again trying to jump in. Now this engage is a little bit better than the last one, as now the other members are also following up. Cocoon is dead. Arya still sticking around though. Courage also gonna be healing up as much as he can now. Refork is also ulting in. Gonna be stunning up Courage for a while, but not really gonna be able to follow it up. As the members are still jumping in. Abby with the jump, as Fate trying to go on the side. This might be a fight that SHG were looking for, but Gan is already down. And Guvan and Rayfark is still alive somehow. Now final, they're gonna be taking down Guvan as well. Arya has to just disengage, using the ultimate to get out. But it's into Fate, into the charm. Rayfark is somehow still alive, but incredibly low here. I feel like he should be dying here unless he's dodging it, but okay. He's like 1 HP, literally 1 HP, surviving it somehow. Arya, same scenario. This is not a good fight for DFM, but oh my god, it could have been so much worse. As now, SHG engaging. Or gonna go again for buying a little bit of time. Now Cocoon on the side, Cocoon already be taken down. So the first one to fall is gonna be Gan. And DFM might just be winning this fight. Ultimate from Cocoon is not gonna be that. Okay, that was a little short-lived. But I mean, DFM still should be winning this fight. The setup was not here for SHG just like it was last time around. DFM gonna be picking up the Hexagon Soul as well. Also, I haven't even seen the Otacon in action. I was like trying to look around if there was any flowery thingy around the takedowns, but I'm happy that G Otacon is gone. That's what matters. And for DFM, what matters is they have now the Dragon Soul, and they're gonna be taking down the Baron as well. SHG had issues with target selection as well. If you have a consensus, if you have like one single target that's much easier to take down, like for example here, maybe going on to Rayfark. I mean, both of them are quite strong champions. Is Rayfark even gonna be using the ultimate to drift out? I mean, there is no chance that Abby or Rayfark will be the first one to fall in the fight, but ultimate from Cocoon, I'm not necessarily sure if it hit Courage or not, but he went quite low here. As now, Abby gotta be stunned once again, and the bubbles. Who's gonna be getting the last one? It is gonna be Guvan. Can SHG stop them? It seems like the answer could be no. Look at these beautiful new inhibitors on the Spirit Blossom map. Oh my god, wait. Oh, Arya sent in Harp! Arya sent in Harp for a secret mission! And from the back lines, okay, I mean... Okay, that... Oh! Wait, did Guvan got a kill onto Courage? Okay, they're winning this. Oh, that's how the Otacon looks like. Have you guys seen it? Okay, it's a lot shorter than I thought. G is here. DFM gonna be taking game 1 against SHG. I really think that Guvan is just performing super well so far. Guvan and Harp, both of them, even in the losses, I feel like they were just shining. Cocoon still gonna be playing. No substitutions when it comes to game 2. SHG is staying on blue side for game 2 as well. This is the new patch. Gwen and Nov has been nerfed. SHG first picked the Vi last time around. I am a certified Vi hater, even in her best duo, which was okay. Okay. The Nofri, I guess, is still OP. I mean, this is like the second nerf in a row that Nofri has gotten, so I'm not necessarily sure how it's gonna be panning out. But on the DFM side, oh, we're gonna going for the Azir and the Pantheon. I would assume this is Guvan's Pantheon, but Harp also plays the Pantheon, so it's still a flex. Now, as for Nofri, what has changed? I'm pulling up the patch notes right now. W cooldown increased early, EAD ratio decreased. Okay, the Nofri nerf is not that much. I honestly thought she was nerfed more than that. I guess Nofri is still OP, huh? I have no issues with DFM gems either. Like, that's a fair comp that they are having. It's more so that SHG, I feel like every single champion is very OP in that person's hand, in that role. SHG... Oh, that's Sin! Ral picked up for DFM. Okay, that's kind of gonna be confirming the Pantheon in the jungle. Ambassador band, Yorick band. What kind of tank you cooking up? The Ornn! Oh no. I'm having flashbacks. I'm having PTSD, guys. Oh no. Get those memories away from me. Take them away. Wait. Oh, DFM picks up the Hui in the ADC. That's what I wanted from you, DFM. That's what I wanted. You have this guy, Cocoon, who used to be a mid laner. And that's what I was like, hey, if you have this like ex-mid laner, like you could play these picks. They tried the Talia bot lane once. Didn't really work out in that game, but idea was fine. And now there's gonna be the Hui bot to counter the SGO that is actually big brain. DFM, fight! DFM, fight! I'm gonna like both teams. I would just try to countering. AP bot laners are absolutely not the easiest to play. You obviously have to be very proficient on those picks. Cocoon, I feel like he's the perfect player. Used to be a mid laner. These picks are in the wheelhouse. It's very hard to match Ezreal in the lane in terms of range. Okay, oh. Now Harp is gonna get stunned here. There's a few more shots. Is Harp gonna be flashing out? Not gonna be getting the kill. The earlier stages is gonna be pretty hard for these AP bot laners. Okay, that's gonna be... Oh, wait a second. I was about to say that there's gonna be a dive here. And I mean, the Noffer is still pretty good with the dives, but somehow Gan was the one who started taking the aggro before. They're gonna be avoiding any casualties. Courage gonna be taking the dragon. And that's what I was talking about with like the grub changes. The grub spawning a few minutes later. You can take the dragon if you want. And last time around, it was DFM who was taking the dragons, but SHG might be the ones who are going up now. Not really having the best position to fight for this dragon. Are they gonna be engaging for that? Are they gonna be leaving this? Dragon picked up by SHG, but the fight following seems to be SHG not gonna be opting into that. They're just gonna take the dragon and get out. Obviously, SHG gonna be having the late game with champions like the Ornets. Okay, alright, Arya going in, and Fate should be going down as well. I mean, Arya not the highest in the HP section, but that's fine. Guven is the one who picking up the kill. This one for the DFM was definitely a successful one. Okay, well, what's happening on the picture-in-picture? There's a 2v2 happening, and Gan is dead. Wait, hello? Courage was taking the grump. Okay, Harp was like, hey guys, fight me. I'm a little rat alone, fight me. And then they're coming in Pantheon with the ultimate. Wow. Now grubs spawning only one camp now as a reminder on the new map. If you take 2, you already have the feat. That's what you want here. As DFM only 1 kill away from the other feat. So it's definitely gonna be worthy for them. As now ultimate coming in from Fate. Actually not really gonna be fighting DFM members, but now the ultimate from the Order is gonna be pretty good. But DFM members are only starting to fall now. There are 2 kills already. Fate is gonna be down as well. But so far the fight looking so much better for SHG. It's also gonna be granting 2 grubs for SHG. And even if DFM got the kill feat with the 3 kills, now there's gonna be the second camp taken for SHG, and they're only 1 dragon away from secure, and also a turret away, so securing a feat for themselves. And I mean, they're gonna get their first dragon at 10 minutes, so it's not even that late. Again, SHG was basically on timer for the first one, so absolutely possible that DFM would be having the Infernal. So it seems like we're gonna having an Infernal Rift here. My only issue is Kakun. It's not that I'm not trusting him. I do feel like he has the ability to play AP bot laners. It takes a little time, and DFM has to survive, and also he doesn't really have that much time, because if it takes too much time, then there's gonna be Ornn with the Ornn items in just 3 more levels. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword. However, DFM, I do feel like they're gonna have a little bit of a time frame when they can still capitalize on that, and I'm just waiting for that to happen. Okay, Harp is gonna be caught out here. I was just talking about that. Harp has to flash away. There is still gonna be some stuns by the Braum ultimate, but no one really had to invest any summon the spells, and Arya done with the Nashor's Tooth. I think that's very important. How far Kakun is from the first item, and this is the recall. He should be getting it right now, right? He doesn't have teleport actually, so wouldn't be able to join the fight, but oh, he couldn't even recall. He's still sticking at mid lane. The fight was gonna be breaking out without the first item for Kakun, but DFM is not too keen on starting this fight. They know that they are not in the best position for now, and there this Black Fire Torch completed for Kakun. Finally, first item done, and I think this is the point. I mean, so is for Marble, no, in the Ezreal. Let's just be clear here. But this is the time until the Ornn items coming in. This is the time when I feel like DFM would be a little bit stronger. So just expect some fights around the Herald. Could be the next target here. Guven is around, but not that much firepower for DFM. And with the 4 SHG members, I feel like this is gonna be just a walk in the park. Walk in the park! Okay, I mean, I obviously wanted to say park, but I'm inventing expressions here, as Vrayfork has to be flashing the way. But now the fight after that. They got the objective feat, but the fight is about to just break out with the dragon spawning in a little less than a minute. DFM has to find an angle. I feel like they are stronger at the moment. Like even Kakun, if he can take the range from Ezreal and just use the Blackfire Torch to like either to pull the enemies or use the artillery. I feel like he's gotta be at least as strong as the Ezreal. This is the perfect time to fight now. I feel like this dragon fight is gonna be the decider. This is gonna be the turning point for the match. SH is gonna be the one starting the dragon, but DFM is gonna be quite fast with that ultimates available on all sides. Oh, there are 2 members. Courage and Abby still on the dragon, but others are just trying to clear the mid wave. Now the question is, can DFM engage on that? Are they gonna be giving away the dragon? Answer seems to be yes. There's a dragon taken by SHG, but the fight afterwards, there's gonna be the ultimate coming in from Fate, but Fate is gonna be on the wrong side after that. But Harp is the first one to fall here. Kakun immediately has to flash and cleanse away. But now the Ornn Horde is coming in, and the ultimate is once again gonna be super strong on the SHG side. They're winning this fight now, and I feel like they opened it up. They opened the game up. We're gonna be taking the goal. Actually, they're not taking the goal lead per se, but Marble is gonna be up ahead now on this Ezreal. Wasn't the oh, wait a second. That is Arya who was jumping on the other side. Oh my god, wait. Okay, I am so sorry. I thought that was Fate. I didn't even realize in my brain that could be Arya who's jumping on the other side of the wall. That was a massive mistake from Arya. Wait a second. I was like casting thinking that it was Fate who was like just jumping on the other side of the wall. SHG won that one quite hard, but now I understand why. The level 13, there you go. The first item on Ornn's inventory has been upgraded. Thornbound, that's the name. Thornbound. Otacon has spawned now. And actually, finally, there's the first threat for SHG. And with that one, they're gonna get the feat for themselves. It is a beautiful map. Only thing that didn't make more beautiful is we get 3 games in our very first match. And SHG seems to be helping out that potential hope. As they're gonna start another dragon, but they have to fight. Massive teamfight potential for them. Such a nice ultimate from every single member. And there's gonna be Kakun's ultimate. Still, I think he's not gonna be taking on a single member. I cannot wait to watch the replay because that was just such a nice engage. I just seen on the corner. Abby has had a fantastic game so far, I think. I mean, he is gonna be behind in gold, but that's whatever. With Ornn, only thing that matters is the ultimates. As SHG is also gonna be taking down Otacon just in one go. They didn't use their time window, but now the Ornn is just gonna be so up ahead. Look. Okay, that was just one stun. I'm not sure why I thought it was more. But well put roll there by Fate at least. DFM didn't even have that much of a lead. 1.7k at the most. And even now, the game is somehow still in DFM's favor. Rayfork is absolutely destroying the top lane, it seems like. But, I mean, he is having Lost Whisper now. Maybe that's enough to take down the Ornn. My answer would probably be a no. They're losing in every single sense other than that. Rayfork is doing his best, alright? I have to give props to him. 2.3k in the lane lead. I mean, I haven't really paid attention because, once again, with Ornn, it doesn't matter what kind of laning you have. But 3.1k for Rayfork, that is crazy. This guy is just perma-pushing, it seems to be the case. I don't necessarily think that it's gonna be a problem when it comes to late game. And now, another ultimate coming in from Abby. This time around onto, gotta be on the Guvon, who's gotta be taking down Courage on the Nafri. Jumpy jump ultimate has been used. Already 1k for SHG. Can he go for more? As now, nice stun coming in from Fate. Target is Arya. But wait a second, meanwhile, Kakun is still alive. They're super incredibly low. No sides with Marble is jumping in. Marble gets down Harp. And are they fine with that? Do they want more? Ultimate. Sniper. Not gonna be sniping. Wait, okay, Rayfork meanwhile just pushing on the inhibitors. Wait, what? He's actually just bounced. Wait a second. What? He's just gonna get an inhibitor like this? Wait, what? SHG is gonna get banned meanwhile. What is this game? Wait a second. So all these fights were 4v5? That's a pretty nice achievement, 4v5. Now, to be fair, I mean, obviously Jace didn't have TP. It's not like he could TP in. But it's still funny how he just like perma-split pushing, like literally perma-split pushing. For next threat, we can also expect Jace to arrive. You know how in Arcane, he was just like coming in at the last spot to steal the credit for the stats. Now, lower accurate Jace coming in here as Courage gonna be taking down Guvon. And they're gonna be pushing on the turrets. And they had enough with the split pusher guy. I mean, he's still split pushing. Look at him. He's still split pushing. I mean, Abby is gonna be matching it. So it's not like DFM has to fight 4v5. No, Abby is matching him, but this is still pretty funny. I mean, he should be a Scion. He's literally playing like a Scion. This is literally the bow Scion here. As okay, well, Gan is also arriving. That's a bit of a cheating here. Usually it's just a 1v1. Gan, you're kind of ruining, huh? Okay, Infernal Soul. There you go. Infernal Soul picked up by SHG. Also, how many Ornn items am I seeing here? There's only 2 that I can really notice. I mean, it should be time for more Ornn items. That they're like, no, we don't need them. They're already stronger. But my issue, my worry for DFM right now with the Ornn items is the fact that they are just not winning team fights by any means. Kakun has not really been able to get the power out from the AP bot laners. There's now another amazing ultimate coming in from Abby. And Kakun, talking about him, is already down as Abby is jumping, and Abby's likely going to be taken down here. The poke comp is still strong for DFM, but they couldn't even take down Abby. He's going to be left out alive. Gotta get out. SHG is going to be happy. They're going to be retreating for now. DFM saved their base for a little longer as, okay, wait, Rayfork has TP. And the minions are pushing and Harp is almost dying. Wait, look at the minimap. Okay, there you go. Supers are pushing and it's always the TL situation here that is happening. I'm not even kidding. Unironically, it could be that DFM just need to like all of them TP in. Just run down the base. That might be working out. That actually just might be their last chance here. Being safe here is definitely important. More than 30 minutes into the game now, ultimate coming from Abby. Death timers are gonna be incredibly long as Harp is already dead. And Arya gonna go low. Gonna have to use the shuffle more or less defensively. As now the last bit of health is gone now. We're just gonna be the one picking up the kill, and Guvan is the next target. Another charge of the ultimate has been used. Fate is the one to take it, and Guvan. And I feel like this might just be Ray Farky. It's on the bot side, you know? Tourette's inhibitors are falling. Ray Farky still stick around. Wait, just recalling now. I'm gonna be honest. He played a little bit like he was still Sion, a little bit Pausian. But with that being said, well played by SHG. They finally executed their comp well, as they're gonna be equalizing the game, and we are going into game 3! Fate Senshu fighting. Fate Senshu fighting. I can read Hangul. Look at me. Blue side. That's not the first game actually. The DFM is on blue. Get some hyping. I have chosen DFM as my predicted team to win the series. And because of that, I'm gonna be rooting for DFM fighting. I definitely need to work on this more before I pay on the move. I need those jerseys. Abby, send me one. Oh, look at those bands. Wait, those are wild bands. Yorick band stays the same. I mean, those are pretty easy to execute champs. They don't want any easy engage. They don't want anyone who's scaling to the late pretty easily. The champion that I forgot about is the Skarner. Skarner hasn't been touched, I think, in the last patch. This is an offer. He is still a staple member of the strong jungle pool. DFM gonna be putting Cocoon on Jean. I really don't oh no. Now when it comes to Cocoon, it might be fine, but Arya needs some hyper Omega carry here. This is Yona time. There's already Rumble here for the fine amount of AP. Now the fact that they're choosing the Wukong, I don't think the Yona is necessarily in the picture anymore. I mean, needless to say, I'm liking as they just come way more. I feel like Tristana is the most obvious answer for Marble, unless they really wanna be cooking up something else. And the Zeri, I forgot about the Zeri. About how the DFM is gonna be salvaging the draft here. I have not liked it so far. They're gonna be salvaging by going early. What is Arya gonna be picking? I mean, Yona is still a possibility, I think. But the Stylus, I mean, actually the Stylus I'm not hating that much. They're like pretty good ultimates to steal. Skarner and Bessa, Aurora. The Jean is not gonna be doing too much. It's gonna be Harp Sling, but that's fine. Like, unironically, it's gonna be just Jean the stun machine. And the real carry is gonna be the Elise. And now there's a Lulu! Girly Pop Nation! Lulu is here. Riot has tried to silence us. There was a little patch when Lulu and Yumi was nerfed. Quite crazy if you ask me. But you cannot silence us. Lulu is back! SHG is having like the most OP comp a year ago. Okay, I guess the best was not really a thing a year ago, but you know what I mean. Hado! So this is not Mr. Steak, but Mr. Steak was in the chat earlier, and he said that someone take over my job and he is too nervous. He's not too nervous anymore. He has a successor who's doing the chants. If I'm the devil herself and I wanna advocate, I'd say DFM has to get ahead early. Like there's an Elise. This bot lane needs to kill early. Zeri needs a little bit of time to get ahead. So in that front, the bot lane should not be suffering too much for now. I mean, just do not get caught out and throw points. Arya, you have to steal away either the Skarner or the Aurora ult and use them well. There is a way to win this one. You know, there is a way. It's a little bit more complex, but I can see the DFM winning. This is the LDR. Oh, Arya. I'm gonna be going for the stun. Oh. Okay, this is not looking too good for Arya. Has to flash away. Oh, electrocute almost kills him off, but now... Okay, wait, Courage. Okay, what is Courage doing here? Guvan is coming in. They're not gonna be going down, I don't think so, but I mean, Guvan is gonna be helping out, but I don't think anyone is really... Oh, yeah, that's what I was talking about, There needs to be a kill, There you go! Harp gets the first blood! Step 1 completed. You need to do this a few more times. We got a little bit of early... Okay, well, right for a key, just stay here. I'm gonna do something. Bum. Wait, what is the shortcut that the technician is doing on them? I think this is Alt F4, was it? I have no idea what happened. Cannot play the game anymore. It's gonna be 4v5 from now on. Okay, Arya just killed Faye. Arya just killed Faye. Arya Destia. And no level 6 on Courage, nor Marble, nor again. So, I mean, this... I mean, yeah, there it is. It's just a... easy peasy clean up here. Gonna be avoiding the dive, but what on earth has happened here? Arya was also pretty low. Was it just a simple bait or something? Just goes in. Okay. Using the ultimate, the stone ultimate. He got level 6 first and using the ultimate to get closer. A few more chains and the shots and all 2 attacks, and well done by Arya. SHG though gonna get the dragon. Once again, a quite early dragon for them. With the grab changes, I think we can see more and more of that. Zeri might be one of the biggest winners, I think, of these new changes. She needs to scale. She is not gonna be that strong earlier on. And now that she doesn't need to swap to the first grab camp, I feel like that is gonna be very good for her, as I mean, talking about that little girl. It's not gonna be her, it's gonna be Courage who's picking up the kill, but nonetheless, that is a pretty big pickup for SHG on the bot side. A lot of members, I mean, Rayfork didn't really have much chance there. But nonetheless, that's gonna be what snowballing is about. Push a few turrets as well, just keep the snowball going. As now Grobs has spawned here, and it seems like it's just gonna be a turret trade. I mean, it also gonna be meaning that Guman is gonna be having the... Oh, wait, what was... Okay, wait. Rayfork is not having the fun game. I'm gonna just say that. He's getting the direst treatment right here. Actually, just constantly playing 1v4. Ultimate not available to really clean up this wave, so that's probably gonna be a dive successful for SHG. But like, he's actually just getting the direst treatment here. Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, there's gonna be a whole turret for Cocoon and Harp. They gotta be getting the first Grob camp as well. All three of them, which is like not that OP. Basically what they did. Now if you take this first 3, that's gonna be the same if you took like the 5 in the previous one. You can definitely push it for some turrets as well. Jane is gonna be quite ahead now. Zeri, okay, not a pause. Now it's Cocoon. Cocoon was looking around. Okay, I mean, the technician previously checked the Rayforkers and Guwon's PCs. Hit an alt F4 on them. It's time for Arya. I think what the technicians are doing, they're just like one by one shutting up the PCs. Like, DFM, you're too strong. Zeri has 1 kill, but not really snowballing for now. If Zeri snowballs, that is gonna be a problem. I mean, Cocoon, I'm just saying it, you just have to be a little bit careful. He goes for the stun, but you're gonna get stunned as well now. Ultimate popped. I'm not necessarily sure that's the best place to ult here. There's also Courage's ultimate. Oh wait, Cocoon is still alive! Just gonna be falling now. Harp arriving, also Arya with the TP. But oh my god, Zeri's gonna get out. That is not good. They need to get some kills here if they wanna make it equal. So far it's only Cocoon who's went down, and Guwon is maybe the one who's following. Wait a second, this is not good for DFM. Courage, can you go for the execute actually? Oh my god, Courage went for the execute as well. This is a nightmare scenario for DFM. Arya wasted TP, flash, Guwon wasted flash, Cocoon wasted everything, and even went down Harp wasted all the summoners. They chose like 2 different opponents and couldn't take down either of them. As now Harp is still gonna be quite strong at this point in the game, and could not take down once again, could not take down again. They're still gonna be leading in gold because if you remember, they were like just left on the top side and got like so many plates. They're still gonna be getting their first dragon and hex stack one, and we're gonna have a mountain. We're gonna have a mountain soul in this game, but both teams still need 3 more left. There's now pretty nice engage coming in from DFM. Harp is gonna be the one who's getting the kill, but ultimate from Rayfork also gonna be helping out a lot. And there is a stone and ultimate from Arya. Arya is not gonna be going down. Gonna be using the stone or ultimate to just get out here, and that's what DFM needs. Harp 2 kills so far, you know, the real carry on this team. I wasn't memeing at the start of the game when I said that Harp needs to be the real carry. Just watch, Harp is gonna be done very soon with the Storm Surge as well. Actually gonna be the carry for this team. Is okay, I mean, Guwon just taken down. The Skarner is gonna be an issue. I mean, again, is gonna be fine. Like, he's just gonna be going for the ultimate anyways. The main issue is Courage, who's gotta be going pretty tanky. Now Harp was able to buy some time here, and even with the ultimate from Courage, that was a flame from Rayfork is still on, and they're gonna be taking down Courage already. It's gonna be Harp with a kill. Actually, it was just kind of funny. Harp is gonna have still the most kills in the game. Now Harp is gonna be flashing it. Oh no, Harp! Oh. Incredible moments here. SHG somehow finds a victory from that fight. Harp with the... Okay, Harp is not even gonna go for the storm. She's gonna be going for the hex stack. What is it even called? Proto belt. While it might look like the DFM sometimes finds angles that might be beneficial for them. Keep staying. Look at Marbles items. That is a thing that you need to look for because it's very close to having 2 items, and once the Zero gets 2 items, it's no coming back from there. Okay, it's actually gonna be DFM who's starting on the dragon because SHG is somewhat disengaged. They're gonna go for the mid wave instead. I mean, they still have time. They still have time for the fight, and this is only gonna be the second dragon whoever takes it, so it's not that important. They would rather go for some turrets there. DFM takes a little while to get this dragon. It's gonna be theirs. But now the fight after, is it worth trading it for a turret? That is the question right here. Doesn't seem that they really would want to fight. They're looking for good picks. They're looking for potentially a 1 kill, but none is really going to be fighting. It's going to be just a trade for the turret. This was maybe DFM's last chance. Still from the early game when they got the 3 grubs, like picking up the Herald would have been so good for them, but that one also going to be going for SHG. And they're going to be replying with their own turret taking on the bot side. But it's looking like the game is just slipping out of their hands. And at the start I was like, I don't really know how they could win. I could see some angles for that, but it's really hard to execute. And so far it's not really coming through. As we all suspected, the Jean is kind of useless. At least is pretty good, I'd say. I mean, she does some damage as well, but now Can they still win like this? It's gonna get harder and harder and harder. Arya now stealing away. The ultimate wave is gonna be used. I'm not even sure if this is allowed. But gonna be using the dash into the ultimate, buffering it. As now they're gonna be taking on Abby, but in return also the other top laner is gonna be going down. Rayfork and Abby both dead. However, on the side of DFM, Guvon is also on that list. And now the the Ginot. Why? What? DFM, what are they doing? Game 2, something declicked for DFM, and they're literally playing like SHG played before, and now SHG is playing like DFM played before. Let's swap places. Are we sure that we are like on their own accounts and we're actually not seeing the other ones? I don't understand a lot of these things, and Cocoon is gonna be going down here now. There is gonna be Marble code out, but everything is used and for nothing so far. Ultimate pop, stolen ultimate by stolen from the Aurora, but it popped by Arya. And nonetheless, there's gonna be a double. Is it a pentangle? No, there's gonna be already one for Abby. And yep, Marble just absolutely destroying it. I don't understand picking the Jean into Marble. SHG gonna get their second dragon. I do not think that we are gonna be going in soul territory, but nonetheless, there it is. It does look like that if DFM lose their playoffs, it's gonna be out of question. Like, they had a pretty easy schedule so far, and now Fate is gonna be killing that Harp. The game is only gonna be looking more and more rough. As now, I mean, IE done for Marble as well. If you thought that this Zeri was not OP now she's gonna be, you know, I mean, every single member is gonna be OP now, but yep, I feel like this is just GG. There's gonna be the Baron taken for SHG. I'm pretty sure they could have ended the game at that point, but you know, being safe, never a bad thing. That is crazy, by the way. Jesus Christ, that is crazy. Total damage dealt, and Alice is the same as everyone else. SHG is zooming in with the Baron powered minions on this beautiful new map in our very first series in Ionia during the Spirit Blossom. SHG has not had a good season so far. They were unable to win a single game, let alone a series so far in Split 2. But after a disappointing Split 1, after a disappointing Split 2 start, just like how the Spirit Blossom coming in spring, just like how it cleanses the map, cleanses all the souls, it seems like SHG is one fight away from a new start, as spring is the start of other new things. I don't know how to say this in English. Okay, Ken just died, but that doesn't matter. There is an expression how spring is when things start again. Spring is the season of... Okay, I was just jinxing them at this point. What am I doing, man? I'm literally just jinxing... I'm gonna shut up. You know what? I'm gonna stop talking here. There's gonna be like a few shutdown goals for DFM. Sometimes I'm forgetting what kind of power I hold whenever I'm casting games, but these are reminding me of that. I mean, might be fine at this point. They're kind of desperate. They need a few more overextensions from SHG to have any kind of a chance of a comeback, but even if they get items, even if it becomes an equal goal, like Marble is still gonna be super strong. I still don't know how they're dealing with Marble. There is no chance that DFM can say anything about that. They're not even gonna be trying to steal it away. That just, I mean, Marble and Courage alone can take it easily. And surely it's no time to jinx them again. Abby gonna be caught out here, but surely it's not enough to... Okay, Abby's gonna be taken down. But meanwhile, Zeri is taking the turrets. So even 4v5, surely STG is gonna be beating this turret. Like, they're super strong. Now gonna be on to the turrets. Courage is so incredibly tanky. DFM trying to keep the base, but how long can even go for that? There's gonna be the stun coming in. Stun coming in. Marble is stunned, but I mean, he's still full head. There is nothing they could do to him. Marble not going in. Gonna be taking Cocoon to half head just from a few other attacks. And they have time. Okay, there is gonna be the ultimate pop by Rayforky. Now Harp is also here. Arya's coming from the side. Arya, can you do damage? Okay, Pep is it? Yep, that's vintage Zeri. Alright, I mean, guys, are you really surprised here? Yep. Are you really surprised? Zeri Lulu is back and we get a pentakill in the first game. Are we really surprised? Girly Pop Nation, I'm happy to confirm that Lulu is officially back. Despite the nerfs, despite what Riot Games tried to do to us, it doesn't matter. Zeri Lulu is so back. And so is SHG. As now they're picking up their first series victory. First game victory as well. This is their first 2 game victories and the first series victory in LCP against DFM. The Penta machine. Of course you're gonna be seeing a Penta. Marble and Zeri. Guys, are you surprised you're seeing a Penta? I'm not. As the spring comes, a season of borning anew, season of revival. And that's exactly what SHG embodies with their new jerseys as well. Ionia is here during the Spirit Blossom, and they are blossoming so hard right now. Can they keep this up? That is gonna be up for the later weeks to be decided. But that's the start they needed. They were in a slump. They just needed a little ramp to get out from there. And this might be it. 80% kill participation throughout the survey. That is crazy. What? Oh no, that is a crazy stat. 16 KD. Okay, well, there you go. GG's.